Okay, welcome guys. Welcome to a brand new series on the channel, and holy shit, I am excited. Okay, so we are playing one of the Agatha Christie games from the Agatha Christie series, which also happens to be my favorite Agatha Christie story, and then there were none. So this came out in about, I think around 2005 or something, I want to say. I want to say it was 2005, around about that anyway. So the Adventure Company had a bunch of Agatha Christie games come out, and I remember I first got this. I played it, I would have been around 16 or something, and I was hooked on it. Hooked. I got the book, I got more Agatha Christie books, I was obsessed. So I am so excited to be playing this. Like, I haven't played this since then, so this is... oh, that music, it's bringing me back. But, okay, and... ah, shit, okay, we gotta get started. But first, before we get started, I just want to thank my good friend Rusalka for hooking me up with a copy of this. It's fantastic. Like I've thought I would never play this game because it is so hard to get. So hard to get at the moment, but Rusalka came through, so... well, obviously everyone watching this would know Rusalka, but she's a fellow Yarn member, and her channel should be in my related channels on the main page, so you should go check her stuff out if you haven't already. But anyway, I'm too keen. Let's just get right into it. Let's turn that up a bit. Oh, that music. Okay. Oh my god, we're doing this. We're actually doing this. This is wild. I have a steam train. Getting Saxon flashbacks now. Wonder if this goes past Sedgemarsh.
I hope my son's antics don't disturb you.
Madam, were it in my power to sentence him to 30 days hard labor, they would not disturb me in the slightest.
Whoa, calm down, dude. That's a bit harsh.
Smashing day for it. On holiday?
No.
Oh, the setup. I love this.
Oh, Leslie. It isn't true. Oh, beg pardon, ma'am.
Miss.
Yes, of course, yes. Have to be, wouldn't it?
I swear I had subtitles on. We'll check that after this. There's no way he's doing 50. Alright, fellow Aussies, remember this ad? Oh, what an idiot.
Damn fool. I suppose I'll be expected to tend to his wounds after he piles up, and for no fee at that.
Guessing he's a doctor. I can't believe we're playing this game. This is I'm so happy right now. I'm so pumped for this. Oh.
No one injured, at least. No apparent damage to the cars. Young fool must lead a charmed life.
That's a lot. My money's on the servants. The servant's usually always the guilty one in the end.
Already we've got someone trying to work it out.
Welcome to Sticklehaven, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Davis, the Harbour Master.
Oh my god. What a tool.
Sorry. Waiting for me.
Absolute tool.
That's everyone then. The other bags are already on board the boat there.
Oh, this is us.
Blimey. It must be him. In the flesh.
All set, Narracot?
Ready, sir.
Narracot.
Right. I'll leave it to you then. Sea's calm. Should be a pleasant crossing. If you leave now, there's a squall coming. I can smell it.
Oh. Now, I believe in the novel, there is a character called Narracot, but in the game we're actually playing their brother. So that actual character's not here. So we're not actually supposed to be at this party.
Why is it called Shipwreck Island?
Well, the weather can turn nasty quickly. There are many submerged rocks, lots of wrecks hereabouts, and that big rock at the tip is said to resemble a beached schooner. The locals call it Ship Rock.
You're not from around
Ship
these
Rock.
parts, then? Mr.
Ship
Mariner?
Creek.
No, sir, I'm not.
Yeah, what accent do you have?
It'll never work.
Oh, I love this story. This is
If you
classic
would be so
mystery,
good as
man.
to follow that path up to the house, my wife will show you to your rooms. I expect you'd all like to freshen up after your journey.
I'd love to, thank you.
Where's Fred?
Under the weather.
Fred.
Took his place.
You'd be the brother then. I see the resemblance. Will you help me with the bags?
Yes. I've been hoping to get a look at the house.
So we're Fred Narracotte's brother. Ah, this is wild. So...
Chapter 1. 10 little sailor boys went out to dine. One choked his little self, and then there were 9.
Love it. Love it.
Thank you for your assistance, Mr.
I do have
Narracott.
subtitles on.
Everything and everyone nicely in place. I must say, I don't much like these clouds. I expect you should be heading back without delay.
We should try and beat the storm.
Now it begins. Don't worry, Fred. I won't let you down. Just a drizzle. It's going to get much worse.
Yes, we better get to the boat, shall we? So here's our little interface here. Now, these games had a great interface. So we got a notebook up here. The information about the island. So, for example, the island got its name by being shaped like a wrecked ship. That's what we learnt in that little cutscene. We've got the guests. We've learnt about Henry Law. He was the man who framed my brother. I'm certain of it. So, our brother has been framed. And I think maybe we're here to accuse him or something. And there's books we can collect, so little things like that. Got our inventory here with nothing in it. We've got our examine and combine. Now, I right click brings up the inventory, so yeah, we've got the eye to
This
look,
house looks as sturdy as a fortress.
and that's the talk, and that's obviously to walk off to the next screen. But screw it, let's just go to the ship right now. Well, the boat. I think if we double click, he runs. Better run, it's raining. Whoa!
Someone wrecked my boat. Fred won't be too happy about this.
No, don't say that he would be.
The sea looks daunting. Wouldn't want to be caught out there without a good motor.
Well, ours is not that good, so we'll head back up to the house because our boat is fucked, and what else are we going to do? Maybe we can join the party, get a little bite to eat, a little drink. Have a little vape in the parlour, how about that? Hey, so about
Mr.
my boat.
Narracott, why are you still on the island?
Someone scuttled my boat.
Scuttled? Wrecked, you mean? But who on earth would do such a thing?
I don't
I
know.
intend to find out.
But that means, who will come for us on Monday?
Unless this storm lets up, no one.
Dear me, dear me. Come in, come in. You'll catch your death out here.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate ya.
I must help my wife prepare dinner. I'll have her fix you up something in the kitchen.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So now we're inside the house. Oh, this
Where
is...
he's going to sleep, I'll never know. Ethel won't like this one bit.
Oh, what am I supposed to do? Sleep in the boat? Okay. Ooh. Hello? What's this? I'll just pick up this walking stick. A walking stick with a bear's head handle.
Nothing else to see about that. I can't take that apart.
Okay. Oh, we can take stuff apart. It's all coming back to me now. Sort of. What can I look at here?
It's an albatross. I can't say I'm particularly fond of the painting. The subject matter doesn't interest me.
Maybe we're not a sailor. Maybe Fred's the sailor. Anyway, let's go into the parlor here. Oh, look at that storm outside. Didn't want to be caught out in that. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
I shouldn't do that. I need to have my wits about me.
Oh, come on, a little nip won't hurt. You'll warm me up, mate. Steal the
I
glasses.
shouldn't do that. I need to have my wits about me.
I'll just have the empty glasses then. 3 of them.
Nothing else to see about that. Some things once done cannot be undone.
And glass is one of those things. Good point. Let's, oh, what's this? Oh no, it's just the table. This is another game that's got a great soundtrack. I swear, all the games I love have great soundtracks. Except maybe D-Deck on Adventure at a Time. That's a bit too much. Ooh, what's going on here? Radio's not working?
It's got power, but it still doesn't seem to be working.
Guess we'll have to fix this later, I suppose. Alright, we're looking around. Taking a look. God, that jacket is puffy. Must be Gore-Tex. Ooh, matches, we'll take that. Oh, get warm by the fire. What's this?
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Ah, so this is one of the things we've recorded, so we've got the rhyme here. Framed over the fireplace in the parlor. That's not suspicious. One choked his little self and then they went home. Surely that can't. Black bar meant to be there? Is that a glitch or... That's weird. Anyway, never mind. How about we... Ah! Yeah, I remember this too. So I actually have to go back. Which way? There's a certain way. There we go. I have to get through the chairs and then come back. Now we can move around, which is, I mean, you can just walk around here. Like, that's a bit weird, but never mind. This is still fantastic.
Your shot, Judge.
Yes. You haven't left me much, I confess.
I knew judges listened to confessions. I never knew they made them as well.
Oh, some judges may have cause. Some doctors as well, I expect.
Ooh. Bit of tension here. Hello, gents.
May I ask you a question? You'll spoil the shot if you're not careful.
Oh, okay. What about you, Judge? You seem to be losing. You won't care.
May I interrupt for a moment?
I can't talk and play, Mr. Narracott. Right now, I prefer to play.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Not that I'd want to play, even if there was time. I've no talent for the game whatsoever.
Okay. Not with that attitude. Through this door.
It's tightly locked.
Okay. 1, 2.
Locked.
The sound of that rain is so relaxing. Okay. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's see if we can get something to eat, shall we? Swear it's off this way. This is the dining room, I think. Yes, it is. Kitchen can't be too far off. Oh, look at that. Centerpiece.
10 little sailor boys. Charming.
Is it charming? I have a feeling it might not be that charming by the end of the night. Ooh. Ooh, I'll take a flashlight. Without batteries, of course. Batteries,
Nothing else to see about that.
Batteries not included. That's fine. Sure, we can find some batteries. Maybe this is the kitchen.
It'll never work, I tell you. We should never have agreed. A house party only a week after we arrive? And no other help?
Ethel, calm yourself.
You promised me. Never again, you said.
Never again.
How was I to know?
Never again.
Mr. Narracott. Ethel will be preparing you a meal in here once the guests are served.
Very obliged. Thank you so much for that. It is honestly much appreciated. Can I speak to you?
Mr. Rogers, I was wondering if I might have a word.
If you'll forgive me, sir, I'm far too busy to talk with you at present.
Fine. Go over here. He's gone off.
The refrigerator hardly seems large enough for a house of this size.
Very true. Pantry here. Ooh, take the baster. Yeah. Surely that can come in handy. Same with, what the hell is that? A wheel of cheese. A fucking wheel of cheese.
There. Back to their original state.
Original state. I've got an uncovered cheese and a cheesecloth.
No need to call unnecessary attention to my snooping.
Oh, can of beans is where you draw the line.
I don't need to lug this around with me.
Okie dokie, alright. But the wheel of cheese, you're happy to lug around. What's this? Metal scoop. Alright. Well, we're already getting an insane inventory, so this is, you know, obviously a great adventure game.
Copper pots, just as I'd expect.
What else? Churning butter?
It's a press. Looks like it can hold quite a large amount of fruit.
Oh, it makes fruit juice. That's cool. Okay. Well, is there any other... This door. Oh. The hallway. Okay.
It's a painting of a flower. Looks like a water lily.
Maybe this is the servant's bedroom? Well, he's just literally snooping around the house. Oh, everyone's busy. Nothing to take here. Stairs. What's this door? Oh, back to the main hall? Oh, this is the stairs. Yeah, the main stairs. Okay. That's cool. Let's go up here. A little stair cutscene, eh? Okay. I can dig it. Ooh. Adjoining bathroom. Have a look over here.
Locked.
Locked, but... I can't remember if it was this game or maybe it was Evil Under the Sun, but I know there's a game, one of these Agatha Christie games where you look through the keyholes. What's this? Addicts. Oh. Hi there.
Would you just look at all these silk sheets? All embroidered GS. I'll bet that was that actress who used to live here. But I've dropped them on this filthy floor.
Aw. Can I give you a hand, Miss Rogers? Please, it's the least I can do.
Can I give you a hand, Mrs. Rogers?
Thank you, Mr. Narracott. You seem like a good sort. I'm sorry for your boat.
You admit it, it was you then. Okay. Exploring the house at this point. We're already 21 minutes in. You know what? That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, back here. Okay. Oh, I didn't even recognize this was the hallway. Right. Stairs. Got here. Now there was a locked door. There was Maybe I can go into the bathroom door. Right?
I can't open it. It's locked.
Imagine hearing that. You're in your bedroom. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
I don't think going through that would help. Either he's innocent, in which case I'd be grossly invading his privacy, or he's guilty, and surely wouldn't be daft enough to leave any evidence in his luggage.
So is this the guy? Is this what we're talking? Is this the guy he was talking about?
Nothing out of order in here.
Doctor.
I'd best not take anything, though. I'm sure he would notice.
Yep, that's fair. Ooh, what's this? Armstrong's letter of invitation.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Okay. Dear Dr. Armstrong, you've come highly recommended to me by your esteemed colleague Dr. William Weathersby of Harley Street. I have a great favour to ask. My wife's health appears to be deteriorating. She has for many years now been plagued by arthritis of a very severe sort, and more recently I've observed short bouts of uncontrollable muscle spasms I'm unable to explain. She won't hear of seeing a doctor. I was very much hoping you could join a little weekend house party we have planned for August 8th at our home on Shipwreck Island. I would go. In South Devon. If you are amenable, a boat will call for you at Sticklehaven to ferry you a short distance to our little hideaway. Please accept the enclosed check of £200 as a small initial retainer. I know you'll be able to help her. I promise you your efforts will not go unrewarded. Sincerely, you N. Owen. Interesting name. Let's get back to snooping.
It's locked fast.
Okay, let's get out of here then. Don't want to be seen leaving through the front door, so I was just using the toilet. Sorry, everybody. Oh, wait, this is his room, is it not? Yes. Never mind. This one.
This clock has stopped.
You'll find evidence of who framed our brother and who wrecked our boat. We'll be very happy. Another letter. Blaw's letter of invitation.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Let's have a look. Mr. Henry Blaw. As an ex-CID man and now private detective, I'm highly recommended to me. It's my wife's jewels, you see. She simply won't keep them locked in the safe. And this house party we have coming up has got me worried. I can tell you, my instructions are as follows. 1. Join the house party. My wife and I are giving the weekend of August 8th in Shipwreck Island off Sticklehaven. 2. Pose as a guest. Keep your eyes on the other guests. Dr. Edward Armstrong, a Harley Street man quite well thought of, I believe. Emily Brent, a spinster lady of strong moral beliefs. Vera Claythorne, my wife's new secretary. Philip Lombard, something of an adventurer, I believe. General Mackenzie, a retired military man. Anthony Marston, a sportsman, younger son of a minor duker, a long way from any worthwhile title or any worthwhile occupation from the sound of him. Judge Wargrave, recently retired, supposed to be an absolute tyrant in the courtroom. A rum lot if you ask me, but they're my wife's guests, so I'm stuck with them. There's also a butler and housekeeper by the name of Thomas and Ethel Rogers. We hired them through the Regina agency in Plymouth. They seem trustworthy enough, but who knows. 3. Keep an eye on them all. And the jewels I'm sure my wife will have on display at every possible opportunity. I've enclosed what I understand is your standard retainer. If the weekend goes without incident, there'll be a sizable bonus as well. Yours truly, Ehrlich Norman Owen. Interesting name. Let's continue. So, got 2 different letters with 2 different stories. Get these people here. Doesn't seem suspicious at all. Oh.
Once a bent copper, always a bent copper. Right, Fred?
Oh shit.
You're talking through your hat. You were the Purcell gang's inside man on the force, not my brother.
Your brother? Don't try to kid me, Fred. There's still a handsome reward out for you.
Fred
Right.
is my brother. I'm Patrick Fane.
No reason for me to believe you that I can see. There's still a big reward
Oh
out for Fred
shit,
Fane.
we have secrets too.
You scuttled my boat to trap me here.
You recognized me, too. I saw it in your eyes.
Only because Davis showed Fred the passenger list yesterday. I came in my brother's place. We didn't think you might mistake me for him. Fred is 8 years older than me. Look closely, Blore.
You do look young. I noticed that. Thought it must be the sea air.
You were taking the Purcells' bribes for years. After the
Wow.
Landor case, people began to ask questions.
I'm blocking
the
the
Purcells needed what
subtitles,
the
aren't I?
Yank detective novels call a fall guy. My brother was framed.
Sorry.
You were in the clear.
Your whole story sounds like a detective novel.
I've never stopped trying to clear Fred's name and put you in Dartmoor prison where you belong. Thanks to your greed, I may now have that chance.
Well.
Maybe you're Patrick, maybe you're Fred. I don't know, and I don't much care. You're either a criminal, or you've been harboring one all these years. I wonder what my fellow guests will think of that. Go on, Mr. Narracott. Hop it. I need to prepare for dinner.
Well.
Leave before I remove you myself.
Alright, I'm out. Screw you too, buddy. I'm going out.
Tile
Via the
and marble.
bathroom.
Quite expensive from the look of it.
Yes.
This window leads out to the balcony.
That's weird. Look at this window. I don't like that. I mean, I don't mind a window in a bathroom, but that's
I can't
just-
open it. It's locked.
Oh. I'll have you know I'm leaving. I just had to use your bathroom first. Take that. Well. So that's the guy that framed our brother then.
Narracott? I thought you'd be long gone by now. That storm's getting pretty fierce.
Somebody scuttled my boat.
I saw Blore watching you like a hawk eyes its dinner. Could it have been him?
Possibly.
Any
Quite
idea
possibly.
why?
Quite
I'd
possibly.
rather not say.
Suit yourself. I'd better get ready for dinner.
I'm pretty sure basically we just have to talk to everybody here before
Oh,
we
Mr.
can...
Narracott, I thought that you'd left us.
Someone scuttled my boat.
Oh, but that's dreadful.
Spreading
Surely
the
the
rumor
harbour
around.
master will send another boat when you're missed.
Not in this storm, I'm afraid. And even then, it won't be reported.
Why ever not?
My brother. He knew I might not be immediately back.
I'm terribly sorry for your trouble. The Owens should be arriving shortly. I'm sure you can get a ride back in that boat. If you'll excuse me, I must get ready for dinner.
There's no way anyone else is coming, lady. Storm is fierce. Let's do it here.
Yes? Oh, Mr. Narracott, I had a question for you. Have you heard anything in Sticklehaven about this house being set up as a guest house?
No, Miss Brent.
No. Mrs. Rogers hasn't either. And who are the Owens?
I haven't met them yet.
Would it surprise you to learn neither have Mr. and Mrs. Rogers? It's odd. Very odd. If you'll excuse me, Mr.
It is odd,
Narracott,
isn't
I
it?
must make dinner preparations.
There's a keyhole thing.
My wife is indisposed, not receiving visitors today.
Wife.
Your wife, sir?
What?
Your wife?
My wife? Yes. Leslie. I'm sorry, my boy. I was wool gathering miles away. My apologies. Must dress for dinner now. Send my orderly to me if you will. No, that's not right. What was I thinking? I must get ready for dinner now.
That
dinner
sounds
bell.
like the dinner bell.
Yes.
Mr. Narracott, unfortunately, we are not prepared for your presence at dinner. I would be most happy to deliver you a sandwich later this evening, if that will do.
Honestly,
That will be fine, Rogers.
thank you.
you.
Excellent. Now,
Appreciate it.
if you will excuse me, I must get to serving.
By all means. I can hear them all in the dining room chattering. I can't quite make out what they're saying. This might be a good time to explore the house more thoroughly.
Ah, yes. Let's screw it. Let's do it. It's gonna end it there, but no, we'll go for another few minutes. Have a look around. You can probably see me just sprinting around upstairs. Okay, so go to this one. Oh, this is the doctor's room, right? Yeah. I don't have to look for his luggage. Let's go here. Yes. Have a look at his note. Whoops.
I transcribed the pertinent passages in my notebook.
Paul's notebook. Oh man, there's a lot in here. Philip Lombard. Oh, this is name's Philip Lombard. Claythorne and Grant, General Mackenzie, Anthony Marston, Judge Will Gray, manservant and wife, Armstrong. Excuse me. Highly regarded. A little misstep early in his career, huh? Unlike the Jill Fade Spencer, private makes get comfortable. The conclusion is blah blah blah. Scandal attached to her, former serving girls, but the old lady's clean, long shot to be a jewel thief. Former governess still charged. Ooh. Hide in her care. Unsuccessful trying to find teaching position hired as Mr. Owen's secretary. This is Owen's secretary, rather. Hard up enough she might have sticky fingers around her employer's possessions. Bears watching. But check it. That's the military do there. Something of a mercenary enjoys living higher than he can afford. We wouldn't hesitate a bit of larceny if the opportunity presented itself. Oh wait, no. This is the guy. Alright. General Mackenzie, long retired, distinguished army record, some rumors concerning his wife and a young officer who later died in action. Great War. Wife also deceased. Not my first choice for a thief, though you can tell with the old one's mind start to go. Anthony Marston, rich brat, old family, youngest son though, so no title or estates in his future. Playboy, right-wing politics, never see him in the trenches if it comes to war with Germany again. Might steal on a bet, I suppose. Justice Lawrence Wargrave, distinguished jurist, ruled his court like a private fiefdom, respected but not liked by colleagues. Set more than a few villains to the gallows, not a man to get on the wrong side of. He's a jewel thief, I'll eat my hat. Go. Thompson Ethel, Rogers, former employer, died. Inquest was a bit rough on them. Their inheritance wasn't much, so no charges were brought. Most likely suspect if jewels go missing, new servants be temptation, particularly if their expectations were higher before this other employer died. August 8th, 4 PM, I come down, get into a bit of work, and who do I find running the bleeding boat? Brad Narracott. I don't think he recognized me. We only saw each other a couple of times when we were on the force together before he's in trouble. He just said to me before that he saw it in my eyes that I recognized him, so he's trying to play it cool with me, I think. Anyway, still with a warrant for his arrest and a tidy reward too. I'll have to trap him here on the island where I can keep an eye on him. He might even be accomplice in the plan. In the planned theft. Now that letter from Owen to him wasn't talking about a planned theft. It was just like a just-in-case kind of deal. So I don't know if he's a conspiracy nut that's just taking this too far. What the hell? I missed something. I won't be getting away with any jewels while I'm on the job. First things first, I need to put that boat out of commission before he finishes bringing up the bags. You son of a bitch.
Polished marble spheres and some books. Nothing worth investigating further.
Yeah.
This clock has stopped.
Yeah. That's... Yeah, I made the same mistake last time, didn't I? This is the door. This way.
It's a chair. It doesn't look very comfortable. I guess Owen made sure no clocks in the house are working. This one is stopped.
Strange. Must be an invitation.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Lombard's invitation. Lombard. Let this serve as the formal agreement between us. As I mentioned by telephone... Oh, we got a call from him. It's understood by my client that you're a resourceful man in a tight place, as you proved several years ago in East Africa. More than a few times elsewhere in various other corners of the world. May rest assured my client knows your accomplishments very well. I'm empowered to... Oh, okay. This person spoke to Owen on telephone. I'm empowered to pay you the enclosed 100 guineas in return for which you will travel to Sticklehaven, Devon on August 8th, where a motor launch will convey you to Shipwreck Island. There you will hold yourself at the disposal of my client for not more than 1 week. Sincerely, Archibald Morris, solicitor. Grays in. So, what the hell was he supposed to be doing here then?
I don't think going through that would help.
Yeah.
Either he's innocent, in which
Oh,
case
I
I'd be
can't skip
grossly
this.
invading his privacy, or he's guilty and surely wouldn't be daft enough to leave any evidence in his luggage.
That's what he wants you to think, mate. Sure, that's what he wants you to think. So, get out of here. Oh, that was Lombard. Right. This is the,
I'd almost swear I recognize that chap. Does he have the eyes of a killer?
Must be the ladies' invitation. Spirit.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Dear Miss Claythorne, I've received your name from the Skilled Women's Agency together with their recommendation. I understand they know you personally. I shall be glad to pay you the salary you ask and shall expect you to take up your duties as my secretary on August 8th. The train is the 12:40 from Paddington and you will be met at Oakbridge Station. I enclose £5 notes for expenses. Yours truly, Una Nancy Owen. So you and Owen as well.
It would certainly be noticed if I rifled through her luggage. I'd better not.
Yeah, it's over here. Ooh. Newspaper clipping.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
It reads as follows. August 12th, 1935. Cyril Hamilton, age 8, has drowned in a swimming pool accident off the coast near Plymouth. He was being watched by his governess, Miss Vera Claythorne, but swam out too far before he could be stopped. Police have questioned her and the child's brother, Hugo Hamilton, age 24, who were also present at the time. Both were found innocent of any negligence. It goes on to mention the funeral arrangements and an address for donations. It's none of my concern.
This is a fairly sparse makeup case. Vera isn't the type to use much makeup, though.
Interesting. Is this a bathroom or the way out? Bathroom. Ooh. Medical alert card.
This could use a closer look.
Medical alert card. To whom it may concern, please be advised that my patient, Miss Emily Caroline Brent, is extremely allergic to insect stings, most particularly bees and wasps. Carries with her a supply of epinephrine think that's how you pronounce it. Is it epinephrine? A dosage on the label must be injected immediately should she be stung, and professional medical attention summoned without delay. Signed, Dr. Marbury Oates? Interesting.
Various toiletries. Nothing of interest that I can see.
Mm-hmm. Huh? Stem to an old...
I see nothing remarkable. I'm afraid it's stuck that way.
Interesting. I wonder how that got back there. So does that mean... Hang on, does that mean this room might be the old lady's room and that was her medical alert card?
It would be incredibly improper for me to go through a lady's luggage. I won't do it.
I won't do it.
It's a small waste paper bin. It's empty.
Okay, let's look around the room, buddy. Yes, it was her. So she's got the allergic... bee allergy. Yeah, Brent, that's her name. Brent.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Brent's letter. I do hope you remember me. We were together at Belhaven Guest House in August some years ago. We seem to have so much in common. I'm starting a guest house on my own on an island off the coast of Devon. I think there's really an opening for a good place where there's good plain cooking and a nice old-fashioned type of person. None of this nudity and gramophones half the night. I shall be very glad if you could see your way to spending a summer holiday on Shipwreck Island. Quite free as my guest. Early August suits you, perhaps the 8th. Yours sincerely, UN Owen. Okay. Ooh. Over here, I'm going to look at that too.
This is quite a makeup supply. Emily must be more concerned with aging than she lets on.
Hmm. Interesting. Yes.
Nothing else to see about that. Some things, once done, cannot be undone.
Yeah, just take her Bible now. Fine. But maybe I could go through the wardrobe, but never mind. Get out of here. This door. What we got here? Getting everyone's invitation. Mackenzie's.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Very much. General Mackenzie, I'm giving a little house party here on Shipwreck Island the 8th of August. A couple of your old cronies are coming. Spoof Leggett and Johnny Dyer. They suggested I invite you as well. They mentioned they would love to have a talk with you about your days together during the Great War. Something about finally clearing the air, owing you an apology. None of my business, of course, but they especially wanted me to add that last bit. Beyond that, the weather is lovely this time of year, isn't it now? I'm sure I can promise you a relaxing and entertaining weekend. By the way, if you've heard the rumours, they're true. The island was used by the Admiralty before we bought it. It's all very hush-hush. Wolf and Johnny may know more. Take the train to Oak Ridge. I will meet you there. Very truly yours, UN Owen. Okay. This room. Another bathroom.
I see nothing remarkable.
Another room. Whose letter's this? I'll just read that and I think we'll end the episode. As we are getting on, I will record another one straight away.
This could use a closer look.
What is this? Oh, a telegram. Coded message.
Let me examine this further.
Coded message. Huh? Coded message. Okay. Interesting. We'll look into that. We shall look into that. But first, just check around the room. In here. Nothing we can do so far. This. Marston's telegram of invitation.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
So you got a telegram. Tony, get out your dinner jacket and polish your shoes. I've nosed out an invitation for us for the August 8th weekend, the Owens. You don't know them, new money I'm afraid, but they do well in drinks and dinner, and they're usually a few sweet young things to spice up the scenery. You could try out that new motor of yours on the winding lanes of Devon. So this is the rich kid. I'll be along later. If you don't pile it up again, get thee to Sticklehaven. Get thee to Sticklehaven. Just head south till you hit water. Boat will be waiting. Your never humble servant, Badger Berkeley. Why does this guy have a coded message? What's lying here?
Nothing else to see about that.
Ooh. Code-breaking cipher.
This could use a closer look.
King James. Oh. Combine these.
This is certainly a clue of some sort.
I love that. Okay, let's have a look.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Where's the decoded message? Marston, submarine in place. Continued objective secure beacon on buoy of West Shore. Make certain homing engaged. Red light must blink. Additional. Search island for signs of Brit intel. Admiralty. Ooh. Our agent reported a safe in the house with a combination. Left 28, right 11, left 49. Reports test base for new weaponing grotto. Access point. Unknown. Investigate and signal when ready for pickup. Sig Hail end. Austin the spy. A Nazi spy. Wow. Interesting. Quite interesting. Oh, 3 more rooms to do. Oh, wait, no. What about the other 2? We're back here, aren't we? Oh, this room I haven't.
No need to call unnecessary attention to my snooping.
Yeah, what's this? He says that, but then he'll steal random shit.
I see nothing remarkable.
I wonder if I can compare the tobacco residue.
There is no cause for that.
Never mind. Never mind. Okay, let's go this way.
It's a marble sculpture of an elephant.
I'll do this because we're 50 minutes into this video right now. Wargrave's letter.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Finish this, leave this room, and we'll get back to this later. I really wanted something more interesting to happen in the first episode, but it's literally just us snooping around, so... all good. All good. Ah, Lawrence, it's been years since I've heard anything from you. I'm back in England and just purchased marvellously odd, thoroughly modern home on Shipwreck Island off South Devon. You must come for the weekend. An enchanting place, and we have so much to catch up on. The old days, communing with nature, well, of course, that's always been more in my line. Get out of that stuffy flat and come bask in the sunshine with me and a few other amazing guests. Weekend of August 8th. Take 12:40 from Paddington, change at Plymouth for Oakbridge, a car will meet you there. I won't take no for an answer. Yours ever, Constance Cullington. Huh.
It would certainly be noticed if I rifled through his
Oh,
luggage.
hello, what's this
I
pipe?
better not.
Yes, what's this pipe? Just like the stem. Oh, bowl section.
That works. Just barely.
Can I do this?
They don't get along.
As if tobacco and a tobacco pipe does not get along.
I see nothing remarkable. I can't see anything of interest.
Alright, well, keep that. It's got to be for something. Alright. I'm going to end this episode here, guys. Bit of a boring one, but we're just getting started. We've just arrived at the house. We figured out who scuttled our boat, and we're getting to know the guests a little better. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I am so pumped to be playing this game. I'll catch you later.